Welcome back to the Better Kansas City Halloween special. You know, it's not a real costume unless you have some face paint, which is why we have these guys here. MJ with Sister Act Face Painting. You are the owner and founder, but you prefer to go by?
Supreme Leader.
The supreme leader of Sister Act Face Painting, and she brought with her trusty assistant, Rebecca.
Good morning.
Now, the key to this segment is there are a lot of parents and grandparents and aunts and uncles at home thinking, oh my gosh, I biffed. How am I going to paint my kid's face for Halloween? You are doing a simple, what is this, a skeleton look?
Rebecca's doing a simple skull.
Okay.
It's just a white base with a real nice cosmetic grade paint. And then she's doing a blacked out eye, and then she'll add some simple line work and some simple teeth. This should take about 5 minutes or so, but you have to have good product to do it.
Can you have our model turn to the right to show us what you're doing? So it is real simple. It's just white face paint,
yeah,
blacked out eye. When you talk about a good product, this is important because we keep seeing these stories on the news about kids who get chemical burns on their faces from cheap paint or shoddy paint. What do you recommend?
Well, we recommend a cosmetic grade, water-based or beeswax-based or glycerin-based face paint. They're hard to find and they aren't cheap. That's why it's easier to hire us. But you can get a few products here in town. I always recommend Michaels has a product called Snazaroo. Great water-based face paint almost anybody can use. It's not going to harm the child's face.
Okay,
or you
Snazaroo, Michaels,
yeah.
okay.
Or you can go over to US Toy and talk to Letha. They've got a great costume shop and back, and they've got some great paints over there too that you can use. So we just don't want to recommend any of the grease paints or any of the cheap things that you find in the Halloween stores.
Rebecca, what are you doing right now?
Well, I like to do a skeleton on only half the face because I think it's really important to be able to see the other half of your kid so you know who they are.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I hadn't thought about that.
So I really like to do just half the face, especially when we go scary, because little people seeing the small faces also need to know that they are safe.
So you're kind of doing it also as a courtesy to all the other little kiddos?
Yes, because 3-year-olds just don't really understand, you know. It can be scary.
It can be a freaky holiday.
This is a big person here, so that can be scary. So I use my my face paint and I get it just at just a creamy, gentle consistency and just paint it on there.
And this is something you've done within the past 10 minutes. So this is a pretty quick way to go.
Rocked this out in about 3 minutes.
That's fantastic. So. You also, you actually painted 2 other faces within the 10 minutes before we started Better Kansas City on our Halloween special. So tell us about model number 1 with the cobweb, which will be to the left of your screen if you're watching.
So my daughter Miranda there is doing kind of a girl Spider-Man.
Okay.
And we love this look. And here again, I like to do kind of half the face because too much is scary on Halloween.
Right.
So, but with the extra glitter and just a few quick lines and a safe face paint, the good thing to know is that when you touch this,
it's dry.
It's dry, and so it doesn't smear. Okay. These girls are really comfortable. This is gonna last.
Girl Spider-Man, we have a request. Can you move your hair out of your face and turn to the right so we can see the full detail? There you go.
She's got a little spider
see,
in there and everything.
Look how good that is. And did you just do that with some lines and then fill it in? You just did a web base?
I like to do the white around the eye. It's comfortable that way. And then, so yeah, just 2 colors on the skin and then the black for the line work.
Do you put the black on last?
Yeah.
So you just did kind of a misty orange?
Yes, when you're painting a face, you work from the back to the front.
We do. We tell the kids we work backwards. We have to lay down the color first and then do our line work. So the kids are always kind of fascinated by that because when you draw a picture, you draw it first and then color it.
Right.
We work completely the opposite way. So we have to think outside the box to do the faces.
MJ and Rebecca, thank you very much. We're going to keep you around. Hopefully you can paint a few of our faces. Yeah.